On the channel, the latest new series is The Best of New Jack. Oh, Jerome Young. Hardcore legend, icon, trailblazer. And that's what he did. He did blaze a trail. And he left a lot of coke in that trail and in that path, but whatever. And white women. And check out the series if you haven't seen it. The first 2 episodes are up right now. Episode 1, his infamous, monumental rant on the Benoit tragedy, and then episode 2, him scaring Peckerwoods. Oh yeah, he got at the pink folk. This episode 3 is more of what made New Jack stand out. Now, New Jack was one of the few black wrestlers in history that wasn't stereotypical as far as Kofi Kingston, you're gonna talk with a Jamaican accent, cause we heard you're African, but if you're black, you could be African 1 minute and then Jamaican the next, and then have a regular voice. So act Jamaican, and then one day we'll put you in a segment with Triple H, and he'll make fun of you because you talk like a regular black American. He wasn't, hey, Apollo Crews, we heard you're African. So all of a sudden you talk like a normal black man, but then one day you all of a sudden have an African accent and you're an African chief or something. No. He wasn't going to do the Kamala, paint your belly, you're a savage from a jungle. No. He wasn't going to do the D'Lo Brown, Ron Simmons, you're pro-black Farrakhan. No. New Jack was just going to, wreak havoc, beat the hell out of everybody, threaten everybody, and did I mention do coke and white women? New Jack was never going to be in the bigger national promotions because he wasn't going to play the corporate game of you're a black wrestler, so everything about you has to be, what's your background? Oh, The Rock, you're Samoan, so why don't you be Rocky Maivia, the Samoan? Now, eventually they allowed The Rock to be himself, but how many black wrestlers, and The Rock is black, to you morons who keep debating this, The Rock is a black man. The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson, is a black man. The Rock is a black man. He comes from African lineage. He's a black man. He's melanated. That overrides anything else within his DNA or anything else. But you people don't know science and how this works. But anyway, I'm going to a level you people are not ready for. But how many black wrestlers were allowed to be themselves, like The Rock? Not many. Not many. And even to this day, Kevin Nash just made some very questionable comments on a certain younger black wrestler. I might have to touch on that a bit later, the way New Jack would touch on... Never mind. But New Jack was uncommon. He was unusual. He was unique. And only those type of individuals stand out in society, not just wrestling. Now, a comment was left on the last episode of the Best of New Jack series, and this individual named QP4, he says New Jack was definitely a unique individual where his wrestling character wasn't just a gimmick, but truly himself, which is frightening because New Jack would beat you to death in the ring and out the ring and at the bar and at the hotel and in the airplane, at the at the travel lodge, at a GameStop, at EB Games, at KB Toys, at Circuit City, at Blockbuster, at FYE, Baby Gap, Old Navy. It doesn't matter what the damn store was. The Woo Wear store, it don't matter. Five Guys, Taco Bell, Red Robin, Yum. He don't matter where. If New Jack caught you, he was ready to square up or stab or slash or bash you. Do you know he knocked out Brian Knobs backstage at an indie show? This man was unhinged. Did I say hit the like button? The commenter goes on. He says, New Jack wasn't just a character or a gimmick, but he was truly himself, which is frightening. Hence, why New Jack didn't want to end up in a major company like the World Wrestling Federation, one moment, or World Championship Wrestling. Now, New Jack did have chances to work for both companies, but they didn't work out. Did I mention Kevin Nash? They didn't work out for whatever reasons. But even if it did, New Jack was going to be one of these people. He would have got fired or walked out within the first 2-3 weeks, or 2-3 hours, or 2-3 half hours, or 2-3 seconds. It wouldn't have lasted. Some people are just not corporate. They're not for a corporate structure. They're just not. Some people, they're independent. They got to be independent. They have to get it on their own. Some people are just like that. Everybody cannot be a slave. Everybody cannot be conditioned to a contract. Everybody's not a bootlicker like Seth Rollins. He's from Iowa. Now, this person says, New Jack did not want to end up in a major promotion like the WWF or the WCW and kiss the backsides of those within the company or be pretentious with the major promoters and the politics. He even blasted and destroyed nearly every black wrestler. And he notes, check out his rant on Tony Atlas. The Bruiser Brody. You know what? That might be the next episode. New Jack's great feud with New Jack's last feud before he kicked the bucket with Tony Atlas. The Bruiser Brody. The Bruiser Brody. Oh, Tony Atlas was going insane over Jerome Young. My God. Maybe New Jack stole one of his white women. You know, Tony Atlas, there's some weird story involving him, the Bella twins, excrement, and shoes. But I don't know if I'll touch on that one. Yeah, donate for a Bella Twins video, why don't you? That's a later. That might be the next video. New Jack's last feud before he said goodbye unwillingly. He goes on. He says, New Jack destroyed and blasted every black wrestler nearly. Hell, he even called the Bloods, Crips, and other gang members fruitcakes since they all dressed the same and gang up to take down one individual. I remember that. New Jack saying gang banging is the most rainbow thing in the world. And it is if you think about it. But it's not just them. Police is a gang. The government's a gang. The Italian mafia. Every mafia is a gang, so they're all fruitcakes. A bunch of males who all dress the same, who all congregate the same to jump on one person. It's all fruitcakery. But a lot of people in this world, not just wrestling, they have a fear of being independent because independent means you have to rely on you. Some people, not even some, a lot of people in this world, they want to be up under somebody else. They want someone to be their boss. They want to be on someone else's time. They don't have what it takes, whether that's motivation, whether that's confidence, whatever the case, to do things on their own. A lot of people are like this. New Jack wasn't. And New Jack was, he was in ECW, but no, ECW was like the last territory. So technically it kind of, ECW was like an indie technically. And then, after ECW, that didn't really slow down New Jack. I think, towards the end he had the fall with Vic Grimes. So I guess health wise he had to sit out. But, as soon as he was able to get out the house, he was running through every indie and beating the hell out of Gypsy Joe and everyone else. And he went on and on and on. And then, he definitely made his presence felt on them shoot DVDs. RF video and kayfabe commentaries, those helped a lot of people eat. Those helped a lot of people get bookings over the years. Those shoot tapes helped a lot of people when you could not work for World Wrestling Entertainment, or, ECW was gone, WCW was gone. And people like New Jack took full advantage of Feinstein and Sean Oliver's, that bigot. And he made his impact one way or another. That's something about New Jack. He was resourceful. He was going to make his name known. He was going to make his voice heard. He was going to make his impact in one way or another. And how many people in wrestling did that independently? Everyone's not going to be some bootlicker like Seth Rollins who gets pushed down your throat for 15 years and gets every belt and he's still not over. But with that said, what are your thoughts on this? Leave it in the comment section. Don't get blocked. Don't get blocked. Hit the like button. Did I say that yet? Follow me on Instagram. Tell your mother to follow me on Instagram too, at XDN Online. If you want to support the channel or if you have a video request, you can Use the Cash App. It's XDN Online. I'm up out of here. And that is it. This series might go on forever. I got a lot of material on New Jack. There was some story about him in a tattoo parlor and a white woman was there. And then something about chicken wing. Oh man, this series could go on forever. I'm up out of here, and that is it.